I took 200 different supplements over the last years and spent roughly around 3K per year on trying different supplement protocols to find out what actually works. Today I'm going to show you which supplements actually worked and which were just a pure waste of money. But supplementation is highly individual. Yes, that's true, it is. And that's why at the end of this video I will give you my approach to finding the right supplements for you.
Welcome to today's video. My name is Marvin, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a health performance coach for top 1% entrepreneurs who want to optimize their health and performance. And if you're also looking to optimize your health and performance, then make sure you subscribe to that channel. First of all, let's do a short experiment together. This right here is ashwagandha. It reduces stress levels. It can increase testosterone, it benefits the nervous system and therefore can also increase strength. Inflammation is lowered as well as anxiety levels, and it potentially can prevent dementia. For instance, a study was published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, and they found that participants who took 300 mg of ashwagandha extract twice daily reported significant reductions in stress and anxiety levels compared to a placebo group. I guess ashwagandha is already in your shopping cart, right? But before you proceed to the checkout, look what I did right here. I showed you a potential benefit of that supplement and at the end placed a study to highlight that evidence. The problem is, you can do this with every supplement on the planet. So you will find for every supplement some potential benefits, which is evidence-based. But for example, now as you're taking ashwagandha, how can you track if it's actually working? And that's the biggest challenge with supplementation. You can spend hundreds of dollars on recommended supplements and take 100 pills per day without even knowing if it's useful or changing anything. That's why I collect, for example, with my clients blood analysis as well as gut health tests to create a specific and personalized supplement protocol. But don't worry, even if you don't have a blood analysis at that point right now, I will still give you today a practical guide that you can use in order to find out which supplements are appropriate for you. And the recommendations and complete supplement protocols that I will give you today is not just based on some articles or some studies that have been published, but on collecting numerous blood tests and analysis of my previous clients, as well as self-experimentation for several years. First step in that supplement protocol, I want you to evaluate yourself in some category, because everyone starts from a different point right now. Maybe you're taking already a lot of supplements, or maybe you don't take any supplements at all. So look at the screen right now and choose a category in which you would evaluate yourself. You can comment down below in which category you fall, because I'm really interested in what's your approach to supplementation right now. And now I have for every category basic supplement recommendations as well as an approach for you to find out if it's actually working. Let's start with the lowest ranking, category 4. That means you don't take any supplements at that point of time. First of all, I want to make you aware of the importance of supplementation, because trust me, a healthy diet is not enough. Even if you eat a lot of whole and unprocessed foods, they doesn't provide the same minerals, vitamins as, for example, 40 years ago. I'll give you some examples. Between the year 1985 and 2002, a tomato lost 63% its calcium, 72% of its vitamin C. A broccoli lost 55% its magnesium and 62% folic acid. A banana lost 79% folic acid and 95% vitamin B6. And a strawberry nowadays has got 87% less vitamin C compared to 1985. That's why the first supplement that I recommend to you if you fall in category 4 is a high quality multivitamin. Of course, I can't and I don't want to recommend you a specific brand or a specific supplement, because it also depends if you're living in the US or if you're living in another part of the world. But what's important, it should cover all B vitamins as well as folic acid, vitamin A, and in the best case, it should cover zinc. So what I can do is right now show you on the screen the dosages that I use right now. So you can just compare with a multivitamin supplement that's available for you. Just make sure it's not produced in China or somewhere, because sometimes product, especially from China, can include some heavy metal and toxins. If possible, some of the providers, some of the brands have the original lab results on their website, so you can check that out. I can also show you how it looks like. But in that case, it really makes sense to maybe invest a few more dollars and get a high quality product. The second important supplement is vitamin D. The problem here is it's really individual. So it depends on your skin type, on your body type, on the ability for your body to produce vitamin D, as well as how many times you're in the sun. For example, even the entrepreneurs that I work with, even when they live in sunny locations, I don't know, Miami, Dubai, so they just spend 12 hours a day just inside the office, so they get no sunlight. And vitamin D is actually not a vitamin, it's a hormone, and it gets produced by the body when the skin receives sun. And the problem is, maybe you live in a darker country where you don't get that much sunlight, where you have really cold winters, or even when you live in a sunny location. Through the windows, the body doesn't produce vitamin D. And if you use things like sun blockers or shower gel or even skincare products, all these stuff can reduce vitamin D production. So first step, measure your vitamin D levels. It's actually pretty simple. There are a lot of self-tests available in the internet. And of course, you can also go to the doctor and measure it. And then if you have the results, take a vitamin D supplement if necessary. From my experience, about 90% of the clients that I work with are vitamin D deficient. One important thing to keep in mind, vitamin D is stored in the body. So your vitamin D levels can get toxic if you consume too much vitamin D. So first of all, test either with a test at home or on your doctor's clinic. Then if you got the vitamin D levels, we aim for at least 50 nanogram per milliliter. This is what I'm aiming for with my clients. Don't judge me. For us, the upper end is between 70 and 80. And depending on how high your level is, it determines how much vitamin D is necessary. Third one, magnesium. Because of the example that I show you for the different foods, it's really hard to reach the necessary amount of magnesium. About 48% of the US population consume less magnesium than recommended. And recommendations are still far away from levels that are really optimal. But it's really important which one, because most of the magnesium that you can buy, for example, in the grocery store or even in the pharmacy, is in the form of magnesium oxide. And magnesium oxide has a biological availability from about 4%. That means if you consume 200 milligrams of magnesium, just 8 milligrams of the magnesium gets actually absorbed. That's why I recommend either magnesium threonate or bisglycinate, because especially these two forms have the most benefit for sleep optimization, as I tracked with my clients using an Oura ring. And I recommend a dosage between 100 to 300 milligrams of available magnesium. And if you take these three supplements, you should already notice improvement in your mood, energy levels, sleep, and overall health and performance. That's why congratulations, now you enter rank 3. And of course, the most important thing on that stage is to take the recommended supplement first of all on a daily basis and be consistent with it. And of course, simultaneous to that, work on optimizing your sleep and your diet. But these are different topics for my other videos. And now you can get gradually more specific with supplementation. And now the question becomes, what is your biggest bottleneck right now? So let's look at the first, sleep. If you have trouble calming down, falling asleep, or even stay asleep during the night, then I have for you a 3-month supplement protocol. First month, take inositol. 4 to 8 grams 1 hour prior to bedtime, and paired with glycine between 500 milligram to 1 gram, also 1 hour prior to bedtime. Both supplements will help you calming down and therefore improve your sleep quality. In month 2, you'll stay with these 2 supplements and add taurine. But wait, doesn't taurine make you awake because it's in a lot of energy drinks? No, actually taurine is an amino acid that also calms you down. I recommend start with a dosage around 800 milligram and then gradually increase every 2 to 3 days until you find the right dosage that you feel the most comfortable with. And then in month 3, if there's still potential left to optimize your sleep and calming down, you can try L-theanine. L-theanine is also a really interesting supplement, which comes in natural in the form of tea, for example. And it's another way to calm down the nervous system, especially with the entrepreneurs that I work with. They sometimes have real challenges calming down the nervous system in the evening, and therefore I recommend taking L-theanine in a dosage at about 200 milligrams 1 hour prior to bedtime. So let's look at another potential bottleneck of your health, which is digestion. So what I do, pretty simple, I provide gut health tests for my clients. But even if you don't have it available right now, you can still rate your digestion from a scale of 1 out of 10 without a 7. And if you rate your digestion a 6 or lower, then try this supplement protocol. First month, take a mild form of so-called chlorella. I recommend starting with 300 milligrams of chlorella, divided in 3 portions throughout the day, best taken with food or with meals. Chlorella is a freshwater algae which is rich in nutrients and is often claimed as a superfood. But what it does is actually, you can say, detox your gut and therefore improve the gut health. Month 2, you can switch to a higher dosage of chlorella. I recommend in this stage using a mixture of chlorella vulgaris and chlorella purinoidosa. In total, 3000 milligrams of chlorella divided in at least 3 dosages throughout the day. And as you enter month 3, you're gonna switch to glutamine at about 30 to 40 grams per day. Best taken in several portions throughout the day, and best taken with some form of resistant starch or resistant dextrine or some kind of other fibers like flax seeds or chia seeds. Because this combination of fiber and glutamine will really optimize your gut, your digestion, and therefore your overall health and performance. If in that case your bottleneck is a lack of energy, so if you're waking up tired and fatigued and also throughout the day you have some difficulties with your energy levels, then try this protocol. Month 1, take so-called licorice. It is used in the traditional Chinese medicine and it increases cortisol production and therefore energy levels, but without exhausting the adrenals. I recommend take 300 to 600 milligrams of licorice with your breakfast. And another pro tip, if you have troubles with your energy levels throughout the day, don't do intermittent fasting. Month 2, take citicoline, 500 milligrams taken with your breakfast can increase alertness and energy level throughout the day. And in month 3, you combine these 2 supplements. So you take licorice and citicoline. And in month 3, you can also add a form of magnesium. In that case, magnesium citrate with a dosage around 50 milligrams. In that stadium, you shouldn't be dependent on numerous coffee throughout the day and should be able to perform better and more focused on your work. Congratulations, you now entered rank 2. And now it's time for you to complete medical testing. In that case, make a blood analysis, because that's the most reliable way for you to create the optimal personalized supplement protocol for you. So where do you get that? Do you have to go to the doctor? No, not necessarily. You don't have to do, because chances are also high that the doctor won't recommend you any supplements. And if you just go to the doctor and say, hey, I need some blood work, often really important values are missing in the blood analysis. That's why, for example, I recommend going to a professional health coach. He will either analyze your existing blood test or give you simple instructions or provide you, as I do with my clients, with some at-home tests. And that's how you can use supplementation in order to bring your health and performance to the next level. I hope you liked that video. If you got some value out of it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to that channel. That's it for today, guys. See you soon.